I'll call the meeting to order. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes of August 4th?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Doyle Hardware? Go ahead, Jack.
Linda, do you want to address that?
Sure. So somebody needs to mute. Doyle Hardware is refinancing, and I believe Jack did a canvassing for the board to consent to the refi. So Vin has signed the document. I've approved them. Vin has signed them, and this is a ratification of the refi.
If you recall, in the past, they have come to us for extensions on their construction financing, and finally they're in a position where they can go to a permanent. Yeah,
there's no new benefits here. They're not requesting anything other than to convert the construction to permanent.
Okay. Anybody got any questions? Emmett, Mark?
Has joined the meeting.
No questions from me.
Hey guys, it's John Buffa. Sorry for being late.
John.
Morning, John.
Morning.
John, we're just considering the refi of or the permanent financing of the Doyle Hardware LLC. Do you have any questions on that, or did you have a chance to look at that?
I did read it. No questions on my end.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the transaction?
I'll move to approve it.
Mark, second?
I'll second, John.
Okay, thanks, John. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Okay, we're all set on that.
Yep. 268 Genesee Street. I had sent along a letter from the Francis Pezzolinella regarding a request to extend the sales tax exemption for their project. They cite that work had stopped, material flow was interrupted, and a lot of the work that they planned on doing this past summer, which they couldn't, was exterior work. So that's going to be pushed off until early next year. So they're looking at an extension out to July 31st, 2021, at which time they should be able to complete the entire project.
Okay, I have a conflict on this. The Pezzolinellas are clients.
Yep.
So Linda, I'm pushing myself away from my desk.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. You just can't intimidate. You can't intimidate anybody.
Okay, I'm trying not to on the Zoom call. So I can't vote, but I can ask for a vote. Can I get a motion to approve the extension?
I'll move to approve the extension.
Mark, second?
I'll second, John.
Emmett, yep.
Emma, you're muted. Muted. There you go.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, all in
They're
favor?
trying to cut down on the background noise. Sorry about that.
Oh, so you're muting us now, Jack.
I can take and get rid of the video too.
Sounds like a presidential debate.
Jack's revenge.
Unfortunately, I started the record on this, so I'm just going to rehash that. The meeting was started at 8:35. Approval of the minutes first by Emmett and a second by Mark Curley. The Doyle ratification was approved with a first by Mark Curley and a second by John Buffa, just for the record. So we are back to 268, and we get an approval on that, a vote.
Yep. Can I get a motion to approve? I think Mark, you moved it, and John, you seconded it.
I did.
Correct.
Emmett did.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. 53.
253,
wait,
again, there was a...
Hang on. Let the record show that Vin abstained.
Yes, and Vid abstained. Thank you. Next is 253 Genesee Street, Bowers Development for the New Century Club. Pardon me. They are. They provided a letter detailing what their issues have been, and again, not being able to. There's really no parking area associated with the building, so they have raised the issue that there is only so many carpenters or tradespeople that can get into the building at one time. You'll see that there are equipment going in and out of the building, along with workers for the construction company. So they're moving along. And again, I provided a letter to you. So they're looking for an extension out to the end of 2021. So the work that is still remaining on the project, remainder of framing work, remainder of insulation, basement floor slab installation work, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, fireplace restoration, a lot of restoration on this building, porch restoration, interior, exterior painting, and flooring replacement and restoration.
Jack, is that date on item number 1 erroneous? December 31st, 2018?
No, they had used their extension up to that point, but then they were kind of in a holding pattern, if you will. So they never came back to us. They didn't really have too many trades going on in the building past that point for basically 2019.
Okay.
Again, they have BBL, I think, construction is working on the building currently.
Okay, looks like they have plenty to do and not much space to do it in.
Correct. Right. And then when in the winter time, as you'll notice, pardon me, they also they can't block off the hopper down on that corner because of the snow removal. So it makes it tough to put any
Right.
trucks into to stage any type of work there.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, okay, can I get a motion to extend the sales tax exemption for 253 Genesee?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second it. It's Mark.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Okay.
New business, Jack? Excuse me.
1002 Oswego Street. With us on our panel today is Jim Trasher and Robert Smith, their attorney. The project in general is 1002 is going to construct a new building outside on the side parcel for United Auto Supply. If you recall from the past, they were looking at roughly a 6,000 square foot grocery store, convenience store, and gas station. Plans fell through on that. The gentleman had passed away, actually, and kind of canceled a lot of the deals that he had going. Correct me, Jim, if I'm wrong. And then, so the ground has just been vacant and, looking for a new tenant. So short order is that UCP will occupy the roughly 20,000 square foot that that United Auto Supply currently has, and then to build out that space. So I'll turn it over to Jim and Bob and let them talk about more particulars about the project.
Yeah, well, thank you. So James Trasher, CHA, Bob Smith from Costello, Cooney and Fearon's on with me as well. So We are proposing on behalf of the ownership, the construction of 21,600 square foot building, really at the corner of Oswego and the Arterial. As Jack said previously, when we were looking at the development, we had Nice and Easy that was looking to go in there, but health issues and then sale of Nice and Easy to others put that project on hold, and then it went away. In the recent months, UCP came to ownership and said they were looking for an expansion of their facility. So United Auto Supply determined that they would like to go construct a 21,600 square foot building, associated parking, loading docks, etc., to move their warehouse, distribution, retail space to the corner. As everyone knows, this was the former Bozzard site, and all the work that takes place there is much more costly than working on a greenfield site, even though the state came in and spent a lot of money cleaning stuff up. They left a lot of stuff still on site. So if you look at our current site, the back berm and other things that we have to do with removal of soils and materials when we construct the utilities, the foundations, etc., are a little bit more exorbitant. So we're here for a pilot sales tax abatement and mortgage recording tax abatements. Mr. Smith can add any additional items, but that's roughly the project as a whole.
Nothing to add to what James just said.
Jim, you kind of broke up at the beginning. How big a building is it going to be?
It's a 21,600 square foot building.
Okay.
I can share my screen and show you the site plan of it if you would want to see it, or I don't know if you have copies of that in front of you.
I provided everybody with the application, the cost benefit. I don't know that I did any, you did send some other information, but I didn't provide that. If you want to, gentlemen of my board and Linda.
I've got questions on the jobs. So when you first applied, not this deal, but in the beginning, you represented that you were retaining 22 jobs and creating 9 for a total of 31. And now you say that you're retaining 22 and creating 5. So I guess I'm confused about what was intended with the 9 created jobs from the original project, and did that ever happen? Or were you counting the tenants? I'm just not certain what's in these job numbers. Is it just UAS, or is it the other tenants as well?
I believe previously when they did the job numbers, it was UAS plus Orkin plus UCP when they were initially coming in. This time we just gave United Auto Supply numbers, and seeing the applicant is really 1002 West Genesee Street, who's the property owner. We gave United Auto's current employment, which I think has been verified, with Jack, with the United Auto folks over the years when they do the employment numbers, the new jobs. And with UCP, what they are proposing to do is they have their current jobs, they have other locations, they're looking at consolidating and bringing those jobs to one location. So I don't believe there'll be any job creation, and I don't want to speak on behalf of UCP and what they'll do at the end of the day. If it's more, that would be great, but we didn't represent that in this application.
I'm sorry, I'm still confused. So before UAS moved into the new site, how many jobs were there?
I can't, in 2000 and when we did this application, 2012, I can't tell you that. That was something Jack would have to have had with Jessica Clark.
So the application said that there were 22 and you were going to create 9.
Back in 2012?
you were retaining 22 and creating 9. And now you say that you're at 22. So I guess my question is, of the 9 that you said you were going to create the first time, none of those were UAS. Those were tenants?
Bob?
No, I think she's accurate, James. I think that the 9 were the UCP numbers, and the 22 numbers which we created and which we're going to retain are the United Auto Supply numbers.
Well, 9 wouldn't have been UCP because 9 was in the first application in 2012. So the 5 new jobs, where are those? Who's creating those?
All the jobs that are listed on the current application are jobs being created by United Auto Supply. Nothing with Orkin or nothing with UCP.
The number of jobs that have been reported on the annual report for total between all the entities there, the Orkin, UCP, and United Auto Supply is 57. That's what they've reported to me over the past couple of years.
Right. That includes all the tenants.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a handle on UAS. So I guess so when UAS first applied, the 9 jobs must have included what you expected tenants to do. So
I would assume.
Yeah, so between 2012 and 2020, UAS did not create any jobs for UAS. They retained 22 and now they're creating 5?
I would have to check with Jessica on that, to be honest with you. I think they did add some jobs as a result of building out a larger facility. They moved some people from other locations to this location, but there may be some job additions there that I can't verify one way or another right now.
Okay, Jack, in their reports to you, do they break that down or is it just a total number?
They do have broken out between tenants and owner.
So what does UAS have for jobs?
Hang on a second.
Yeah, the fact that there are 50-something jobs over there is a good thing. I'm just trying to see where those jobs are.
On the annual report, they do list out 22 for the owner. So they've been consistent with that. And then for the tenants have been 35.
Okay.
So then when you add those together, that's where they get, or I add up and get the 57.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want the board to be clear that in 2012, they had 22, UAS had 22 jobs. They projected another 9, but apparently that was tenants, that wasn't UAS. And now, 8 years later, they're still at 22. The site itself has got 57, which is a good thing, but UAS is still at 22, and they're projecting 5 new jobs at UAS. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
If you want to share the screen, Jim?
Yep.
Show the slide.
So this is what it currently looks like, existing United Auto Supply tenant spaces. Under the new development, existing building to remain, the additional parking, the new 21,000 square foot building, 2 loading docks, canopy on the right-hand side, continued access out to Oswego, another curb cut onto Oswego at the rear of the site, extension of the landscape berm, and the finishing up of the center island between existing building and the new proposed building. So this is on the Planning Commission's meeting this week for approval. So we're hoping to get started with this as soon as possible. there's other sheets if you want to see grading plans and landscape plans and details, but this is a rough layout. Previously, as we said, there was a nice and easy proposed here with, fueling facilities, but this really completes the site out from what it previously was. Will fully be built out, architectural components. So you'll have a glass front facing the arterial and Oswego, and then the rest of it will mimic the look of the other building.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board?
Not for me, no.
No. So we're voting to induce. So can I get a motion to induce this project?
I'll move it. It's John.
Second?
I'll second this, Mark.
Then all in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? So moved. Do we need a secret resolution, Linda?
We can't do it today because the, unless Linda has something else, but a different way, but the planning board will be meeting on the 15th. So this coming Thursday, to discuss and hopefully approve it then. So I don't know if we can do it contingent upon, Linda. Linda?
Has left the meeting.
Linda, are you there?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I'm sorry. No, I don't do a contingent. We have to wait for the planning board. We'll do a secret the next meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Good luck, Jim.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Good luck.
Thanks.
Budget, Jack?
I had sent out the budget to everyone. I don't know if it's pretty cut and dry as it has been. We take in a number of dollars and we spend very little. To be quite honest, we have I have made some paid some invoices for the Wi-Fi, so you'll see a little bit in the line item for the project development down on the expenditure side. You see the lineup of businesses that have assisted, and then those that are not closed yet, such as Slocum Dixon Fitness Mill and 1900 Bleecker. They're in various. It's not counted yet as part of the total. So I don't know if again we take money in, but we don't spend a ton, and looking to utilize that money for various city projects such as the Wi-Fi, things that can help the downtown and help the infrastructure of the city.
Okay. Anybody got any questions on
I'm
the
sure
budget?
that everybody has seen it and reviewed it.
There's no questions. Can I get a motion to approve the budget?
I'll move to approve it. It's Mark.
Second?
I'll second.
Emmett? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. I don't think we need an executive session. Anything else, Jack?
No, that's all I have.
Linda, anything?
We have, I'm still waiting for applications for the 1605 Genesee Street project. That is the rehab that will go down at the Presbyterian Church. They're working through their financing on that. Hotel Street and the development of the like the Syracuse Auto building down there. And then also for the Empire Kitchen and Bath. So they're gathering up their funding. I anticipated, and I've noted that they'll probably be on November's agenda or perhaps December. So projects are still coming in. We do, at least, the word on the street that I've talked to some people about regarding projects is that, there's a lot of projects going on now, but next year, there's probably going to be some type of a slowdown because of a lack of some of the funding that previous years have had. So this year there wasn't a regional economic development, initiative. The city is still working through the DRI process for the downtown revitalization initiative. So we're still moving along in a pretty good clip, but and we're waiting for some other projects to kind of get rounded out.
Okay. Right. All right. If there's nothing else, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Well, first, Jack, I want to say that I'm going to adopt your business strategy of taking in money and spending very little.
You like that, huh?
I'm going to try that for a while.
Well, considering that we almost had to shutter the IDA when we had the Harza building, and Linda could go on about that for quite a while. I'm happy to have a little bit in the coffers instead of wondering if I'm going to be able to, just pay utilities or pay the bat control guy. So,
Well, congratulations. With that, I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
thank you.
Emmett, you want to second that?
I'll second it.
All right. All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? Good seeing
Again,
everybody.
I'll throw out to the board that we have the Utica Civic Development Corporation that we can help not-for-profits who are going to be bonding. So if you know of any projects from either boards that you sit on, relatives, friends, etc., or bigger projects that either could utilize the IDA, or perhaps I do write loans here also, and I have other partners that I can provide loans for or with to let me know and send them my way.
Great.
Thanks.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Okay, have a good day, everybody.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone. Have
Bye.
a great day. Yep. Bye-bye.
Linda?
Has left the meeting.